Hi, I'm EmRatThich. This lesson breaks down how to control your first bounce precisely. You'll learn practical tips to improve accuracy and add deception, making your long shots and side spins much harder to read.
The first key to side spin is how we grip the racket. Just now, we use the same grip whether spinning or not, right? The wrist is lifted up. Flat at this moment, it's very simple. Completely relax the wrist without applying force. At that moment, the racket head points slightly downward to the side. It's pointing toward the ground. What does that show? It means your wrist is open. Right, so that's one point. The second point is about side spin. Don't aim for extreme top side or bottom side spin at first. First, focus on brushing the left side of the ball. Then go for variations like top side or underside. So how do we brush effectively? The first step is your stance. You should face slightly sideways to your opponent, facing directly forward, toward the right front. Helps you toss the ball and shift weight forward. That gives you room for body rotation. You can't stand square like this. Standing flat gives no space for hip rotation. Left leg should lock near the corner of the table. Shift your weight properly. You can see clearly. During the toss, open the chest slightly. This is a very important point. Remember, whether spinning or not, or doing side spin. Why? Think about it. It's not like forehand topspin. In topspin, you can pull with your forearm. But in serving, you absolutely can't apply that same idea. Because you can clearly see in serving. If I stretch my forearm like this, there's no room to extend. Look at this limited distance. It's useless to small. There isn't enough space or brushing distance to create effective spin. Not enough distance for rotation. So, you can basically ignore the forearm here. At this moment, the key to side spin is, first, we must brush from top to bottom. Step 1. Brush from top to bottom to create side spin. Then step 2. When we prepare, you'll notice the wrist. See, I'm unfolding it at the same time, pulling the wrist up simultaneously. This pulling motion is for generating instant chest or stomach snap, see that? Step 3 is, we must open up the chest, even if my forearm doesn't move. See how much range the chest gives, just by opening like this. Then add slight waist rotation forward. That's enough power from the waist. Look. So, it's a wrist and chest technique. Many players miss this point. If you only move the forearm, no matter what, you can't generate enough range. So you must intentionally open up the chest. Even during the toss, you'll feel that. Your left chest must also open. Feel both sides stretch outward. Then, at the moment of brushing the left side, the body tightens fully. Relax, then tighten. Relax. Tighten. Relax. Tighten. You'll notice my left arm opens right after the toss. Both sides stretch. That's how we generate force correctly, by using our own body's coordination. Then the force is very clean and very clear. You can brush the ball precisely. These are two of the key techniques. There's one more. Before opening the chest, don't let the elbow lie flat, see? Don't tuck it too much. Don't do this. That also limits chest expansion. Then it looks like this. So, raise your elbow slightly. It's very clear this way. After I lift my elbow, then I pull the chest. This is a very standard side spin serve. Yes, once we fix the elbow, it's very simple. What do we add next? What is our slicing training method? We mainly slice toward the right chest. What's the benefit of slicing the right chest? First, I can clearly let everyone feel. Then I must decelerate right here, which means this is the moment to catch the ball. This is the best moment to catch the ball. This becomes a visual reference point. Watch Coach Sun. He slices toward his chest. You can clearly see the angle. See how much side spin that is? And no extra movements. That avoids problems. What happens if you don't slice the chest? I believe many of you have this issue. Most beginners do. This is very common. It's normal. So now we have one precise reference. Because the chest acts as a barrier. When I get here, I must stop. So when you reach this point, it's the instant you contact the ball. That's when the braking friction happens. Exactly. That's the first point. Second, it helps you avoid unnecessary movements. So I always tell everyone to avoid extra motion. So while training this side spin serve, once you've fixed all the earlier steps, we focus on this slicing motion. Pay attention to this slicing drill. Let's first talk about side spin top spin. A lot of players are learning side spin top spin. Yes. Isn't it brushing the bottom of the ball? Will brushing the bottom make it spinnier? Will it be more effective? That's the effect. Often, the serve becomes unstable. Sometimes it goes up, but 60 to 70% of the time, he can't even make it to the stage. This is a very important misunderstanding. So what matters in side spin top spin? What are we emphasizing? We also look from top to bottom. Watch me lift the ball from top to bottom. The ball is very stable this way. Side spin top spin is mostly used in short serves. You can imagine this. If you serve side spin top spin just for the sake of it, it'll easily go long off the table. Imagine you serve left side spin. The opponent will attack from your right side directly. You won't even have a chance to recover. So what's the first goal of side spin top spin? First, the serve must be short. That's why all top spin serves, including pendulum and no spin sides, they are all harder to keep short than side spin backspin serves. Why? Because side spin top spin travels forward. Moving forward means it tends to go long. So first, to avoid going long, you must never learn that kind of upward brushing, scooping style side spin top spin serve. So we first lift the hand high, go from top to bottom. Hit the side of the ball, it becomes pure side spin. Because I didn't go. I didn't brush the bottom of the ball, right? Didn't brush the lower part. We brushed the middle of the ball to create left side friction. That creates a side spin top spin. See, it jumps forward. Did you see it? So also, this side spin top spin, even with minimal spin, can still be kept short. That's very important. So through this side spin top spin, let's return to the earlier question. If you push it forward too much with extra movement, it'll go long. Combine it with our earlier training tip. See, I'm chopping toward my chest. At this moment, my power is applied sideways. I exert force from the outside. I apply force from outside to inside on this ball. It moves sideways and then forward. It won't just be pushed out. You see, it's like a punch sideways then forward. It has a left side spin that neutralizes the forward force. Once you get the direction right, once it's solved, your side spin becomes really strong. Why? Because I apply force inward. The ball is not likely to go long, right? Second, if you apply forward force, even if lightly, look, even lightly, the ball easily goes out. So direction, this must be corrected. Don't go from inside to outside. Don't go from back to front. It's simple. What did I teach about side spin at the beginning? I pull outward, right? Open the chest outward, right? And from outward, the only option is to apply force inward. That's the standard path of a side spin stroke. See, from outside, inward, this ball has strong side spin and jumps, and it doesn't go long. This principle I've mastered. Look, from outside to inside. Look from outside to inside. That's also the training method we talked about. I extend both sides, right? I toss the ball while extending both sides. We use the body's coordinated force. If I don't extend my left arm, only extend my right arm, the force won't be as strong as using both, right? But this move is focused, right? Combining both sides gives maximum focus. So from start till now, everything we discussed is pulling inward from the outside. It's different from backhand force application. Backhand goes from inside to outside. The forehand also pulls from the outside inward. This is the essence and the correct direction of everything. Pay attention, the toss also goes left or right. When it's to the right, your entire body weight is already shifted onto your right leg, and your whole body is stretched out. You can exaggerate the stretch a bit more. Yes, try to feel this stretch. In training, open your body more. After you do it, then slightly reduce. Stretch out, see, stretch first. Yes, stretch first. Then what? Hold your breath and gather your energy. Stretching is relaxed. At the moment of applying force, tighten quickly. Find this feeling. Then what? Use the previous training trick to open up. Chop the chest. See? Relax and chop the chest. Relax. chop the chest. It's actually very simple. If you solve side spin top spin, then switching to side spin backspin is easy, because we're dealing with short side spin top spin. For side spin backspin, what do? Open the racket angle. At the moment of brushing, for side spin, the motion goes from top to bottom, like this. Directly hit from top down toward the side spin bottom. Don't brush it, just follow a leftward brushing trajectory. So what do we need for side spin backspin? From top to bottom, and adjust the racket angle slightly. Make it slightly flatter. Then where do you brush the ball? Brush the lower middle of the ball. The lower left side of the ball, near the middle left. Then chop toward the lower left side. Chop downward with your body weight. See? This becomes very easy. So at the moment of brushing the ball side spin, remember, the more spin you want, the closer to what? Look from this angle, from the front face to face. Look at the upper left quarter of your racket. Try to brush the ball toward this corner. Brush the lower middle part of the ball. Then the ball will be extremely spin. If you're pursuing spin, once we understand this power mechanism, we can then pursue spin. Look, brush the lower middle part of the ball. Right, lower middle, and the top left quarter of the racket. Now you'll feel the ball pulls with a lot of spin. Right? When this ball lands, it's very clear. After it passes the net, it will have a dipping motion, a falling feeling. Also, it's important that what? We should make the contact at net height, then execute a standard finishing motion. Right, you must brush close to the net. At the same time, we need to stay relaxed enough. Only then can we tighten quickly at the moment. This ball is completely controlled in my hand. Very precise. Don't stiffen during the toss or during the backswing. Our backswing should be based on the left leg as a pivot, right? There's inertia. Let the inertia lead the backswing. Don't forcefully swing back. Let the rhythm guide the swing. This side under serve is basically mastered. So for side top and side under, what's most important? Remind everyone, don't create spin just for the sake of spin. You must first control the short ball in serve. To keep it short, use a motion from top to left. From the top to the left side. From top left to inside. These are key to avoid going long. Important details. Now when you fake a long serve, you'll see. How is it different from a short serve? Let me show you first. What's the difference? Look carefully when I serve short. It's like this. Pressing the waist, EBS, and center of gravity down more makes the ball go back. We'll have more control. This is a short serve, right? Then we only need to make a simple adjustment. Just adjust the center of gravity, and don't pull back too much when finishing. After hitting, let the ball go naturally. Aim for the middle of his racket. Just go for his left side. Add some side spin and hit it out. So what kind of adjustment do we make? Of course, the power goes forward. But the key detail is, watch closely how I first load onto my right leg, then shift to the left leg, and then push to the right side when striking. You can see my right leg. It thrusts forward with force. Then the hand follows naturally. The hand listens to your body. It goes in the direction you want. Just let it go like that. Let's review again. See, when I do the short serve, my body moves diagonally downward. Usually I just go straight, which lets me strike the ball with more force. Look right here, my right leg. It pushes harder, down and forward. See, it's much stronger. So what's the key here? It requires more precise timing when hitting the ball. It's different from a short ball. Even if your timing isn't precise, it can still land. But when you do a surprise long serve and at power, with more force, you lose that margin for error. You might just make a serve error, right? So don't strike it before it drops properly. You need more precision when striking hard. Wait until the ball drops to net height. Then we go for the shot. Now here's another difference. Compared to short serves. For short serves, the first bounce is in the center of your own side. But when we practice surprise long serves, where should we aim? The first bounce should be close to the white line. Of course, the best is to land right on the white line. So, leave about 10 centimeters of margin. Anywhere in the 8 to 10 centimeters range is acceptable. Because you shift your weight, and you can't see clearly. When you use your body weight, you can't see your first bounce. Look from above, from this angle. Just ignore the other side. As long as I serve to this spot, it will go to the other side. It will land at the corresponding point on the opponent's side. So this is very important. This is a valuable tip. Control your first bounce here. You can train like this first. See that? Focus your attention on the first bounce. Work on controlling that first bounce. So as you can see, I don't use my weight. This way, the accuracy is much better because I can clearly see where the ball lands. If our first bounce lands here, it's definitely correct. Balls that land here will definitely reach near the baseline on the other side. Then our long serve is effective, right? It plays a role in controlling the rally. And when we target this spot, don't be timid. Don't be afraid of making mistakes in training. Because all basic training is. Why is it called training? It gives you the stage to make mistakes. So same thing with practicing placement. Wait until it drops to net height, then hit it hard. At that moment, direction is very important. When faking a long serve, don't. If you hit forward, it will fly out. See, if I apply force directly forward, it flies long. So how to prevent that? See, you can also notice that the direction of the force is to smash down under the table. This ball, smashing down under the table is very solid. The speed will be fully shown. And also, what else? There is no extra movement. For serving, if you sneak a long serve forward, that's an extra movement. So for sneaky long serve, the whole force direction is, the hand moves towards the left foot baseline area. Feel like smashing down there. This smashing down feeling, then at the right leg. Right leg quickly. Generates power. See it land. This is the sneaky long serve technique. Now let's also talk about the side spin straight ball. It's simple. Just change one thing. What is our sneaky cross court? You can see the body. Weight is directed towards the opponent's cross court. If I want to sneak straight, everything else stays the same. I just turn my body to the line I want. That means I want to sneak straight, right? I turn my body around. See, I turn my body. Hey, turning the body, the hand action stays the same. That's why there is confusion and disguise. If the whole motion for sneaky long serve is different, then the opponent knows. This action means straight. This action means cross court. So hand actions are the same. We only need at the moment of contact to quickly turn body weight to change the line. That puts more pressure on the opponent. Right? Look, this is cross court. Straight means I use my weight to adjust to the landing point I want. This is a more advanced and practical training method. What I want is for everyone to be able to use it anytime in matches, to create disguise for the opponent, making it tight and confusing.
Read more about table tennis on my blog, PingSunday.com. Get free ebook and coaching advices. See you in the next video.